Welcome to the Friendlyjordies Podcast. We've got a special guest today. We've got Minnie here, who is an Instagram skincare influencer.
Shout out your thing again.
And she's here for us to learn about skincare, and any questions that you might have about your skin is going to be answered just today. Welcome, Minnie. Welcome to the pod.
Hey, Minnie.
Thank you so much for coming.
And you can find her at, we got to say that again.
You can find her on Instagram at Minnie.
Minnie makeup _.
Minnie makeup _ It's really good.
Why'd you put the underscore there?
Because like
It was
a
taken.
8-year-old took Minnie makeup. I'm guessing like Minnie Mouse or something.
Does she have content?
No.
So
But
she
maybe
just
one day.
stole your business model beforehand.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I sent some pretty degenerate DMs to her. No, I didn't. I just let her have it. It's okay. It wasn't worth it.
I keep getting emails from some guy who's saying, "Do you want to sell friendlyjordies.com?" all the time.
But what's she offering?
I'd take it.
How much is he offering?
Well,
$8.
We're not selling it, so I never asked him, but I could ask him if you want.
Yeah, I want to know how much she's offering.
Sure.
Like, how much is he going to lowball?
Yeah, and why so specific? Why do you want friendlyjordies.com?
Because it's big. It's why he wants
Yeah.
it's a
He
simple.
just wants to
It's a,
buy.
Yeah. And then he just wants to sell his miracle herb that when you go to the lab, it's like, oh, okay, it's lemon juice and diesel.
Hey, I've got a question for you. Like, Mr. Beast was offered $1 billion to sell his entire YouTube channels, like the whole media thing.
Shit.
Wow.
And he declined, and he said he would want $10 billion for it.
Shit.
What money does someone have to offer you to just
Yeah.
give
Oh
up
my
Friendly
gosh.
Jordies?
That's a good question.
Nah, $100,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're such a, that's bullshit.
Because I just think I'd just start again. I'd just
Yeah.
start up another
Friendly
channel.
Jordies
There you go.
one.
Yeah, Friendly Jordies. I mean, underscore. You've mastered it.
Yeah. That's actually genius.
Looks
Yeah, I
like
think
enough.
that's exactly it. Like, I feel like such a winner in that situation.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's fucking true, hey.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, there you go. Friendly Jordies is for sale. So email us at podcast.
Yeah, and can you guys stop offering us just like the beer that you personally craft? Like there is
Hear 'em
other
out.
forms of currency.
Hear them out. Hear
Well,
out.
you think that's nice?
Oh, it sounds sweet.
Well, it's damn bitter beer. I'll give you that. It's, I admire the effort. I'll give you the points for
You can
that.
taste the effort.
I-
Yeah, you can taste the effort.
hey, Minnie, so I've got a few questions.
I've got a question for you. Can I have the vet?
No, it's bad for your skin.
Oh.
Is it
Is
bad
it?
for
Is
your
it?
skin?
Is it?
Question
Is
number
it?
one.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't
no
know.
one
I know
knows.
cigarette smoke is, but
Yeah.
I don't know about.
It can't be good for you,
gotta
and
be
it's
bad.
definitely bad for your skin, I'm guessing. What's the one biggest no-no that people make all the time with their skincare routine?
Not wearing sunscreen.
Jokes aside, give me the fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jokes over now.
Yeah, it's always not so. She taught me this actually on the self-help channel because I was always of the opinion that I'm indoors all the time. So I don't need it. But then she was just saying, look, there's moisturizers out there that are moisturizer and sunscreen at the same time. And they don't smell like the pool. They smell nice.
Yeah, you can get really nice ones now.
Yeah. And cheap.
Super cheap. Yeah, super cheap.
Cheaper than the damn moisturizer, and it's moisturizer and more.
Why is sun protection that important? Isn't the sun good for you? It gives you that vitamin D.
That's interesting. So it's not actually recommended to get sun exposure if you have vitamin D deficiency, and it'll be almost rare to find a doctor that would actually prescribe that because 1 in 2 Australians get skin cancer. 1 in
That's
3.
insane. Isn't that insane?
Yeah, you've got enough vitamin D, I think, if you live in
Yeah.
Australia.
They
Dude,
say
not
15 minutes.
us. Brown people don't have enough vitamin D.
Yeah, but you came to a continent that doesn't have the ozone layer over it. I think you're getting enough.
No, I've told you this. This is like a thing. Okay. All brown people in Australia, it doesn't happen everywhere else. When brown folks move to Australia, they automatically have vitamin D deficiency, which is why now
Because they're all IT workers.
GPs are automatically, as soon as you walk in, if you're brown from South Asia, so India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, like all that area, they automatically say you need to get that vitamin D shot once a year.
Wow.
And they don't say that to white folks.
And Ali still doesn't do it.
Yeah, I still don't do it. I don't know why. But like I should.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I honestly think it's just because you guys go from sitting on a milk crate all day doing nothing outside
All of them.
to sitting
mean, he's not
indoors
really
all day on Uber. So you aren't. Yeah, you were designed to just be sitting down outside doing nothing.
Well, for the medical world, it's
Respect.
still a mystery. They don't know exactly why this is the case, but they do know that this is definitely the case.
Do you go outside?
Look,
Dude,
occasionally,
she's
potentially.
gonna buy food.
I wear a lot of sunscreen and sun protection. Like a good big hat is really great too.
Is that because you're protecting your skin, or is that because you don't want to be extremely tan?
No, I'm protecting my skin. I mean, if in the most ideal world, I'd love to be tan.
Yeah.
I love that look on me, but skin damage isn't worth it. And I also struggle with hyperpigmentation, like dark spots. So.
What about fake
Me
tan?
too.
I've done that for a little while, and then I ended up getting like body acne, and that was just not fun at all.
Also, sometimes
That
when
was
you
really
use a lot of
brutal.
products on your face, this happens to me. If I use a lot of products on my face, I get acne. And usually I wouldn't if it's all natural.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of things happening there, but keeping it really basic is always best. Yeah.
So don't put anything on.
Well, there's 3 like most important things: sunscreen in the morning, and then at nighttime cleanse, and then chuck on a moisturizer. And then if you're doing that, you're better than 95% of people probably.
Dang.
Yeah. Do you do anything about your skin, miss?
Listen,
He thinks about just doing
No,
things
no.
for his skin.
I messaged you. I was like, "What do you think of Bulldog?" And you were like, "It's fine."
Rough.
Because I was using that for ages, because it's from Woolies and that's like convenience. I was like, yeah. And I started doing it. I don't know why, but a big turning point was I saw a meme that said there was a picture of the Saddle Club, and it said, "If you know who these girls are, it's time for a night cream." So then I went out and bought a night cream.
Nice.
Wait, who were those girls?
The Saddle Club. You know, the
It's
Saddle
Yeah, you
not
don't
time
know.
for your
Not
night
for
cream.
me to get night cream just yet.
No fizzy drink for me today.
But I do follow your content all the time, me.
Oh, that's kind.
yeah,
I wouldn't even worry about night cream. I would just get on sunscreen.
well, see, this is the thing.
Yeah.
I bought, because I'm quite pale, I bought sunscreen, like a big sort of like, fucking, SPF Cancer Council fucking
Yeah.
1 liter shit. But I
Nice.
never put it on. I don't know, it's annoying. It smells
Yeah.
like, and also every
Smells
time,
like arse.
and every time I put it on, I'm like, I'm going to the beach. And then I'm like, I'm not even going to the beach. I'm going to some inner city fucking like pub. This is dumb. I don't like this. Because the sunscreen reminds me of going to the beach. So every time I'm like, I'm not even going to the beach. This sucks.
You do have that skin that really screams to me, you should have been a bricklayer.
Oh my
Doesn't he? He just looks like he should always be red and blistering
He is
all
a
the time. Yeah.
What
He
do
has
you
that-
mean?
You just got that kind of skin that you know that you just go out in Australia for like a nanosecond
fucked.
and you just
I think
like,
it's
fuck,
called-
blisters.
Yeah.
It's called reptilian skin.
Oh, that's nice. That's really nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
Thanks, Ali.
Yeah. I think
or lizard creature skin.
that's even better.
I made that one up, but it sounds good.
Very creative.
Devolved animal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you.
They keep getting nicer and more creative. It's like a compounding effect of niceness and creativity. But I'm pretty pale, but I tan. Like fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're sort of, I think you got a similar, you're probably like, you tan. You're like, but you burn too. We got pretty similar skin tones, dude. Don't throw rocks in
Really?
glass.
Yeah, but I
You're a
burn
full
when
shape
I'm out at the
runner.
pool all day.
Sorry?
I burn when I'm out at the pool all day and don't wear sunscreen.
You
Yeah.
also
It takes
burn,
a lot for me to burn.
You
Really?
also burn when you just look at other YouTubers' views.
Yeah, that it tears me up
There's
inside.
a lot of UV damage styles. But I think I'm pretty
He
covered.
goes nuclear.
But I think I'm pretty covered. I've got my Povo, let's be honest, probably pure chemical bullshit Bulldog mass-produced moisturizer. I got my Sukin night cream, and I think about sunscreen, but I don't put it on. So I'm pretty good.
You're probably better
What
off
would-
not doing those 2 things and just wearing sunscreen.
Are you serious?
That's how significant it
Those
is.
Cancer Council people got to you, didn't they? How much are they paying
No,
you?
prevention is
Like,
better than treatment.
no.
Is that right? Prevention is better than treatment.
Yeah, and in a lot of ways, sunscreen can be a form of treatment.
Well, wait, I thought it was a prevention.
Well, it is.
You're stopping.
So you
all
put
the-
you put sunscreen on every day.
Yeah, I do.
So you lather up like you're going like a psycho, like you're going to the beach every day and you just walk around.
Can I get a
the
sunscreen
burbs.
right now for you to put on?
Yeah,
Sure.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Would you
Yeah,
have
do it.
sunscreen?
Well, it's in the bathroom.
Well,
Yeah, well, what's
get
wrong
it.
with that?
Go get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the bathroom exists.
Did you stash?
You're not going to hit an alternate
did you
universe.
stash sunscreen throughout this office?
Yeah, she did. She did.
Oh, can
Holy
you make
shit.
your
She
way
hides
through
it around the house like a dog hides around bones.
It's a deficiency. Sunscreeneritis.
Now, the question is, would you be happier as a tradie?
Who knows, dude? Who knows?
Oh,
Yeah, who
don't worry
knows?
about it. Go through.
I
Oh,
don't
you
know.
got so many of
You
these
got some
sunscreen
stuff.
products that I didn't even know was sunscreen.
Oh my
I will even
god.
feel this.
Okay. La Roche Posay. Ooh, fancy.
Exactly
dude, is this
what
a
you
vape?
said.
Don't
That
do
was in the
that.
bathroom.
Don't.
Oh, it's busted.
You already finished this vape, Minnie. What the fuck?
Sorry.
Gee, look at it. Look at it.
See?
It's aimed at
Marketing.
Zoomers right there, isn't it? Right there.
Oh,
Wow,
so
that's
good.
pretty amazing.
By the way, just for those of you listening in, as soon as Minnie walked into the apartment, the first thing she says is, "Can I clean this place in half an hour?"
Shut up. You don't have to tell everyone that.
Okay,
It's
so
not bad.
It doesn't look bad from this corner.
Yeah, from just specific camera angle that I set.
this is the
Get rid of all the other shit that's in the corner.
this is the famous, well-known, watered down with water variety of sunscreen.
Yeah.
Is this just like?
SPF
Did you
5.
just mix it with water? Is that what this is?
It's a pretty cool formula. It's gonna feel like nothing on your skin.
Formula. It's
Yeah.
water. It's fucking water.
Well,
right, let's put it on.
Hey, let's not make
you
her
would
regret
definitely
coming
need to put
home.
on more than that, but yeah, you're just don't put it in your eyes.
How much are you supposed to put on?
holy shit.
Quarter teaspoon.
actually doesn't stink.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I say. She's actually figured it out.
This doesn't smell like sunscreen. Like,
Yeah.
it
It's not gonna
doesn't
get in your beard hair. It's not gonna make you look
That's
shiny.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, next question.
It's like he's wearing nothing at all.
How much does the bottle of this cost? Retail.
Oh, that one can get to around $30.
Thank you.
Wow, 30
But,
bucks.
but there are really nice ones
Yeah.
that
Is there a
are lot
promo
more
code that we
affordable.
should be using for this one?
Can you hook me
We
up?
do have a. I can hook you up.
No, I'll pay, but I just
Then how is it a hookup?
promo code hookup.
Oh, I will loop back, but we do have a promo code.
I'm gonna take. Look, I'm won over. I thought it would smell like. Why does sunscreen usually stink so bad? Like,
Yeah, it's the older filters that they use, the UV filters. They're like really janky and
really?
yeah.
Well, this is just revolutionary. I'm stoked.
Oh, it's so cool seeing you put it on, Ali.
Thank you. But the problem is it's nighttime. This is a bit
That's
of a waste,
okay.
isn't it?
What's this?
Yeah, well, it'll be daytime at some point, Ali.
Yeah, I'm
what's-
definitely not
You'll
watching
thank
my
her
face.
later.
Same brand. That's probably one of my favorites.
You
'Cause
gave
it
this to
doesn't
me,
sting
right?
Or I gave you one from what was the brand? Nivea.
Which I've
Oh.
definitely used more than twice.
This
Using it
one's-
twice is great. Like celebrate the small wins.
I used it for 2 days, Minnie. I forgot about it. I'm
That's
gonna
okay.
put it on.
So what?
again.
This one's thicker.
That one's like more moisturizing and it doesn't burn your eyes. Like some guys hate sunscreen because it burns their eyes.
It does burn people's eyes.
Yeah, but this one doesn't.
doesn't.
Yeah,
What's
it's
the
really good.
What's the difference between the two?
That's wuss sunscreen, and this is man's
Is that
sunscreen.
right?
More or less, this is more hydrating. You wouldn't need to use a moisturizer in the daytime.
Which one is this? This is
I'm gonna buy. I'm taking a photo of these. I'm
La,
gonna buy it.
La Roche Posay.
You've already got it.
Posay?
No rush.
Yeah, but you already have
Vagina.
sunscreen.
La
Yeah,
Roche,
that's
it's like-
exactly
Use what you have.
That
Pussy.
stinks, dude. It's that council like.
Okay,
like,
Cancer Council makes good sunscreens now.
Nah, but it's like that. Like it's. That,
Yeah,
like,
you're always this is the thing, Minnie. Just give me one brand that you don't like. I'm sick of you always just.
Okay.
You're like one of those people on Netflix. It's like, you know what the
I don't
best
like
films are?
Sukin,
Netflix
okay?
films.
I'll admit it, I don't like Sukin.
All right, well
What?
that's
That's
you
the
couldn't
one-
have picked a worse.
that's the
Come
one
on,
thing we all use.
Why are you
That's why
cheating
I
on that one?
chose it.
Are you just saying that just to write it?
You are, aren't you?
A little bit.
Damn it.
So you do like
You're
it?
so mean.
That's
Well, I mean, I
even
don't use
more annoying than not liking it.
I don't use it, no.
Why?
It's not for my skin. Yeah, it's got too many essential oils. It just messes up with my skin.
Oh,
but
right.
it's
What?
for a
What?
lot of people.
What does that mean?
Jordan, pass
Essential
your
oils
headphones,
can
please.
be
Huh?
Pass them over.
Yeah.
essential oils can be potentially irritating, and if you have acne prone skin,
Right.
it can not marry that well. But
So is
Not the worst.
is my routine pretty good if I maybe just use that in the day?
your routine would be perfect.
In the morning,
It's
not
literally-
day.
In the morning.
It'd be literally all
The
you
day is the morning
You
for
wouldn't need
Mislav.
anything more.
What?
Well, Mislav doesn't need
Mislav wakes
sunscreen
up at
then.
3 p.m.
That's
Okay, that's
not
his
true.
morning.
Do you have
This
windows
is
in your room?
Yeah.
Like, well, then he needs sunscreen.
Wow, man. Look at Mislav. Moving up in the world, eh?
Yeah, he's got actual
Now he
window.
can see the outside world and he thinks he's a big shot.
Well,
Yeah, I do.
Okay, Jordan,
Yeah.
you have...
Well, our good friend Fat Goth was right. You've become too big for the boots.
Jordan, you said you had some skin questions as well, right? What are they?
You're hooking me up with these. I'll pay.
What?
You
No, I'm
just
just
go to
saying.
chemist
He's
away.
not good for it.
I'm good for it. I'm
He's
good
not
for
good
it.
for it.
This is such a Mislav thing. Such a Mislav
What?
thing. You do everything for me, go buy it for me, and I'll pay you back, I promise. And then he forgets to pay you.
Just take one of those, probably.
I couldn't possibly.
No.
They're Jordan.
Yeah, they're mine.
Are they yours?
Yeah.
Are
So
they
you're going to have to
yours?
ask me if you can have it.
Okay. Daddy.
All right,
What, so you're not going to ask?
Can I have it?
Yeah, sure.
Sick. I'll have one.
Yeah, oh, how generous of you, Mick.
Hey, well, you're welcome.
And let me guess, you're going to choose the better one,
No,
are
I forgot which one's the better
They're
one,
both
so
great.
let's just...
you? Yeah, okay, all right, yeah.
one of
Your
the-
win.
This is turning into Russian roulette again, isn't it?
No, honestly, that's sick. It doesn't...
Oh,
this is a
actually, okay, let's
revolution.
ask her the hypothetical.
Yeah.
All right,
Can I have the
Russian
vape?
roulette, $1 billion. Would you do it?
Okay,
What?
no, no.
Can I have the
You
vape?
play Russian roulette for $1 billion.
Oh, in like a gun barrel?
Yeah, like a
One
legit
shot.
gun. You got to shoot yourself. There's 1 in 6
You don't
chance
have
of
it?
you dying.
No, he.
Chico.
And
Yeah, that's the end of it.
A
You got a 1 in 6
billion?
chance of dying, $1 billion.
or you get $1 billion.
Do I need to be the one pulling the trigger?
Yes,
Yeah,
of course.
you
It's
got
Russian roulette.
Yeah, I think I probably would.
Hang on.
Yes, I would pull the trigger on the gun.
Well, we have to get that on the
That
record. That's
exposed
why
a
the
lot of things
microphone needed
about
to be up
you.
close.
Secondly, I would too. Yeah, these guys thought I was insane.
Fuck, you're
We
desperate
did
for
this.
money, aren't you? Jesus.
Oh, apparently, money or relief. Yes.
Hey, you really so good. Dude, it's such an estrogen thing to say. That's such a mislove thing to say as well. It's just been like, oh, it's all too much just to pull the trigger now. They all have that. What is that? Dude, do you feel that like all the time? Just this like, oh, God, I can't even get out of bed today. I'm just gonna
Yes.
have a nap.
Yeah,
Thank you.
No, don't.
What is that? Why?
Estrogen, probably.
I
I
just
think
thought
it's called depression.
Yeah,
Let's not-
I thought I was clinically depressed.
let's not get
actually.
too into it.
Maybe that's
you
the
know,
one.
I haven't made Jordan
Well, I think we
laugh
all learned
harder.
something about mislove today.
Me the most. Finally, an answer.
This whole time we were just laughing at his mental illness, and we'll continue to do so.
Damn it.
I'll get you on solo.
And
Don't
his
worry.
eardrum.
I'm
We'll
on
hook you
what?
up.
On solar? What?
Zolo.
Oh, yeah. Give me that too.
Yeah. Minnie, she comes from the western suburbs. She knows those doctors that are just
Yeah.
like, you are dangerously under marijuana.
Yes. You are going to sort my life out, Minnie. I
Hey, do
appreciate
you
it.
actually?
Have
doesn't
Zoloft. It's an
No,
antidepressant.
yeah, but
We'll talk later.
I'll tell you, she can get it. Don't worry.
Yes.
So
Whatever you want.
resourceful. Good. I'm glad you came on the pod and became our friend. All right. Well, look, if that's
Yeah,
enough.
Minnie is obsessed with creams and pills and all that kind of stuff. She
Yeah.
can get it all.
Anything external.
Yeah, pilot.
Anything to numb the inner monologue.
What's your review on pilot medications? Do they actually work?
Well, how is
pilot?
she supposed to know? No one knows that. That's why they're
Well, there's
pilot.
creams and pills too.
As in pilot, as in the brand?
Yeah, brand pilot. They're constantly making memes from like Squid Game, like saying that old shriveled guy in one corner saying like
Oh,
me
no,
before
they're-
I take the pill, and then the guy who wins
Yeah.
is like me after I take the pill.
No, I think they're pretty legit. Yeah. Because that's all medical stuff. It's not like...
I don't know. I've heard stories. Anyways,
Yeah, you're asking the wrong person.
Yeah,
She'll always just, no matter what it is, it'll just be like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that Valium you can't get addicted to that. Like, she'll say that for sure.
don't go near the
knock
valley. My good news for you.
Oh, that's good.
all right, Jordan, I've got
You
this
know what
for
else
you.
as well? I can't really knock Valium. I mean, it works.
Yeah.
I've got this for you.
Hey, what do you
When
think of
you're ready,
Dexies?
This is.
I don't even know
Read
what
this
that
one.
is.
Dexamphetamines.
I still don't... That doesn't help.
Yeah, that made it more complicated.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, I guess you don't.
Yeah, pretty much Mislav every now and then takes medicated meth. That's pretty much it. That's what
Where do you get
Dexy
that
is.
shit from?
My housemate.
Look, he lives in the inner west. It's not like it's in short abundance. They probably make houses out of it.
I'm in the Dexy house. Yeah. They're all right, I guess.
No, come on.
I don't
Pretty
know.
fucked.
It's kind of. Look, it gets the job done. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think this is the thing about most medicines that gets the job done. But should you be taking the job to make festivals more fun?
Well,
That's the question.
Look,
The job is to have a blast.
Hell yeah. I mean, like, as my housemate says, you shouldn't self-medicate, like, self-medicate. And to that I say, humbug.
He doesn't sound very convicted, so
What do you mean?
like, no, I shouldn't self-medicate.
Oh, no, I guess he said it better than that. But I was just like, well, you're not a doctor, so
But
just
you
give
are.
him to me. And so there's obviously no problems with me self-medicating, but I'm very happy about the sunscreen.
I casually take medicated meth.
Yeah.
Dude, that escalated very fast, didn't it? From you should take sunscreen to like and meth. What do you reckon about meth? Skincare specialist.
It's over the counter,
What
so
do you
it's
think about
fine.
that?
Yeah, I know, it's so cooked.
Yeah, meth definitely not good
Help
for
me
skin.
feel good about my life decisions.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm just curious about the perception, you know. She could have said it was bad.
Yeah, I didn't even say meth was bad. That's not great, is it?
It's probably...
Oh, this is the Reddit story of the week,
Yeah,
is it?
this is
All
the
right,
Reddit story of
we'll
the
just
week
start
when
this
you're
one
ready.
then. This is from Reddit. All right. Please, I am not transphobic. We can't do this one.
No, we can't.
No, we're going to get cancelled. We're not
Why?
doing this.
That's insane.
No,
Absolutely
Ali,
not.
Ali, you know what's amazing about this all the time? It's just like, look, I do get us cancelled a lot, but you potentially get us cancelled so much.
Tell me, is this going to get us cancelled? The headline is,
Yeah, poll. Is this going to get us cancelled? Read it
I
out.
asked my husband to open our relationship. He's been sleeping with transsexuals ever since. I don't know how to feel.
say that word.
Yeah,
it will get us
you got to get us cancelled.
It will get us
We're
cancelled.
going to get us cancelled.
That'll get us cancelled.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
that
going to
was
get
all the
cancelled.
content I had for this week.
Well,
fucking hell.
lucky we have another person to sort of riff on.
Yeah, write it out.
More on meth, not that.
The first
Minnie,
line
would you
says,
open your relationship to...
The first line says, "Please, I am not transphobic."
Yes, all right. Like, it's not a good
That's
start.
the problem.
It says, "I
Please,
just don't know how to
please.
feel about this."
Okay, yeah, we get the gist.
Read before downvoting.
Yeah.
Nah, this is... I'm glad.
Yeah. They always say that. And guess what happens? It gets downvoted.
I'm
I
glad
don't know,
John's
man.
the
This
voice
is one of the
of
most
reason
popular Reddit pages of all
the-
time.
Oh, my God.
Nevertheless.
Look, dude, I think you're mistaking the Friendlyjordies podcast with Megan Kelly's. This has happened yet again.
All of last week.
That's
Small
fine.
penis is fair game. Small penis is
Hey,
definitely
what do you think
fair
about this,
game.
Minnie? Small penises is worse than speaking a legitimate story about. You're just dehumanizing them here. That's what's happening. In fact,
Yes,
you should
yes,
get
yes. Okay,
canceled
look.
for not reading this.
Now we're on the Ben Shapiro. Now we're on the,
Man, you
now we're on the
don't
Ben-
give them ideas.
Now we're on the Ben Shapiro podcast.
I don't know what podcast we're on, but I just had a good story
Oh,
that you've
God.
rejected.
I'm
These
sure
are
it
the
is.
times- these-
All right. We'll do it on the up late.
Okay, fine. We'll do it on the upload.
Make those
Tune in.
AUWU cunts pay for something.
All right. Well, then now you do whatever you have to do next.
Give us
No
more,
more content.
More skincare.
Oh, skin.
All right.
Boring.
Minnie, have you seen a ghost?
Yes.
Nice.
Wait, you have?
Go on.
But there is context. I was very mentally ill and may have been on Valium. But
All
Mad.
right.
when I did the Camino,
Credible witness.
Yeah, that,
yeah. Completely decredit myself. And I was asleep and okay.
well, you had a dream.
No. I was wide awake. I was on the Camino, which is a pilgrimage from France to Spain.
I've done a half of it
Really?
in Spain. Yeah, Spain East.
No
I'm
shit.
sick to
Yeah.
death of Mislav's interesting life.
I did
It's
it on
so
a bike.
annoying.
I rode it on a bike.
That's amazing. That is
It's like
amazing.
you talk about ancient Egypt, and he's like, yeah, I travel back in time. Like, anything. He just knows something.
so bizarre.
annoying.
It's a cool trip. Met some cool nuns on the way.
Yeah.
Some Irish nuns.
Yeah, well, you know those really old like monasteries
Yeah.
and nunneries?
Yeah, it was cool.
Well, a lot of the nights I stayed in one of those.
Holy
and
shit.
I saw something walk through a wall.
Go on.
Okay.
Talk more about it.
Really, really late at night. Everyone's
Dude,
asleep.
I would believe that. It's an old part of town.
Yeah, and honestly, I was really distressed.
You never
at the
see it
time.
in like a new development in Western Sydney of an Impala home place. There's never any ghosts
Dude, the
there.
people are scary enough. You don't need ghosts in those suburbs.
yeah, like,
Yeah,
oh.
the ghosts are scared of them.
Yeah.
That's why they stay to the Blue Mountains where everyone's nice, happy trippers.
Blue Mountains, eastern suburbs,
Just trying to wig them
not
out.
Camden.
Oh shit!
So anyway, you were high as fuck.
Well, I wasn't. I honestly
Camino.
wasn't. I wasn't high at the time, but I, in and out of taking.
Wait, can I just ask? Where's it actually supposed to start? Where did you start?
Border of France.
Oh,
It's like Jean-Luc Dupont.
so
or
even
something.
further east,
Yes.
north.
East,
I don't know.
west, isn't it?
No, it's not west.
It's west.
No,
France.
France is east.
Western
Spain.
Europe.
It's west. It's east. Of
Oh,
Spain.
east of Spain. Yeah. Okay, right.
I
Yeah.
legitimately
You win
thought-
this one.
Dummy. Hey,
I thought
Well, I
Spain
still
was in-
challenge it, but all right.
you still.
Well, pending until someone proves us
Let
wrong.
me get the atlas out, whatever. Go on. I just didn't know that, but yeah, go on.
No, I literally thought Spain was in South America for a really long time.
Well, you're not wrong, really. Like, there's a little bit of Spain in all of us.
that's
There's-
true, yeah.
Definitely, yeah. Look, that's. I just said something dumber than that. I can't talk.
It's all good.
All right. So you're in the nunnery. You see something walk through a wall. Was there something a person?
It looked humanoid. It was-
Humanoid.
yeah, like it didn't really have a face. It was all white, and it was
Holy
translucent.
Shit.
Oh, so it was like one of those Halloween ghosts with the bed sheet on.
There was more. It was more formed than that, and like a lot of weird things were happening. Like there was like it sounds so stupid, but at the time I was so paranoid and Christian. There was also like a huge spider. I saw a huge spider there as well, and I was like, dude, there's something like up with this wall. Like, what's happening on this wall? Like in that general area.
Yes.
And very happy to leave after that. When I saw it, I was like pretty distressed.
And this is in the middle of the night, yeah?
Yeah.
Did
Did you
wake
sleep
up,
after
like-
that?
Yeah, I did.
That's so good.
I
Oh
mean,
my God.
That's I think that was the Valium kicking in there.
Wait, so your story is you got high in your
Slow
once-
acting.
Well, I was that misconstrued.
Everyone in Sydney at some point.
Well, I thought it was creepy.
Did you wake your friend up?
No, I don't think I was too phased. There was already so much weird shit happening in Europe at that point. I was
Jesus.
like, yeah, like one more
What?
thing.
What? Like the euro was dropping.
Yeah,
What else is
financial
weird?
pressures. Oh, like just
God, it doesn't take a lot to
big
wig
thing.
Minnie out. does it? Just be like, wow, currencies fluctuate the more you know.
So what was weird?
I think the whole Camino walk was pretty weird.
Right.
And quite spiritual and like very ancient.
Yeah.
But then again, I was probably a bit more paranoid back then.
Right.
I'm willing to
What
think
do you
I
mean?
imagined it.
Why was it weird that it was all spiritual and ancient? Like, I would imagine that it would be.
I think it was weird because you have to like face, those really deep thoughts that maybe you've held on for a long time. Because at that point, my faith was definitely fluctuating.
It's a spiritual journey.
Yeah, and I think I found that very like disturbing.
Confronting.
Yeah.
See, that's what I always think every time I'm in Europe. I'm always thinking I would definitely be Christian if I was here. In Australia with these shit little 70s red brick things that look like a housing commission apartment.
Yeah.
I'm not into that.
Exactly.
It's some monastery that's like 2,000 years old.
Very spiritual, very old.
That is intense though. That it just went through the wall. It just went through, and it was like a female or
Oh,
male,
I didn't see its junk.
but no face.
You see, it's junk.
Didn't see the junk.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a.
They didn't have
trans.
that much form.
No, not enough to make
Maybe it was a
that.
trans.
It
Ghost.
could have been a trans ghost. That's what we're saying.
Ali, we spoke about
I
this.
said it. I said it.
Have you seen a ghost?
Yeah, well, Mislav's
Jordan?
allowed to say it.
Why?
Because he's
'Cause
one
you
of their
used-
people, that's why.
Yeah.
No, I've never seen a ghost, and I don't intend to. I once slept in a car in the middle of Lithgow when it was -4 degrees, just because there was the inkling. I was just like, well, this house is pretty old. Better be safe than sorry. And so I froze the entire night.
Also-
Couldn't go to sleep. It was too cold.
That's-
In South
yeah.
Australia too.
So,
Yeah, in South Australia as well. I was just like with my girlfriend. We were out there and we thought, we're out in the middle of nowhere and this house is old. Let's
Yeah,
go
they bought an
sleep back in the...
Airbnb.
And
which
she
Yeah,
was
we bought an
fine with it?
Airbnb and she was like, no, well, she was like, I'm scared too.
Oh
and then we
my
just went
God.
into
She
it.
was
And then we were just
scaring
holding each other all night being like, it was like the Etcher ghost car. There are
I'd be
ghost
too
sightings
scared.
all over this highway.
I assume that is crazy. I've seen one though.
Yeah. We've all heard
I'm pretty
Mislav's
sure.
story.
I don't
about
want to
it.
go through it, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Minnie, I've got a...
Gus.
Moving away from like this, can I ask you a couple of questions? You can refuse to answer them. You said you were heavily Christian at the time when you saw a ghost, and now you're not. Do you want to talk about the transition?
If you're interested, I don't know how.
I am, because I've been watching
Engaging
PBD. Do you
those.
know who that is?
BPD?
No, PBD, like Patrick Bet Davis or wwhatever his name is.
No, I haven't.
He's
but what's
like
that about?
he's Joe Rogan light. He's basically an Assyrian man
Joe Rogan.
living in the
Assyrian?
US. Yeah. And he is he's like this he's made a lot of money and now he does podcasts.
Man, Ali's just switched from the shittest 90s TV shows to the shittest podcasts.
Yeah, it is-
Isn't
it
that
is.
a sign of
There's
our
a reason why
times?
I'm bringing it up because like every time you listen to his podcast, there's like he talks about the evils of Islam a lot. So my question is, why is like did Assyrians have a really bad time in Iraq? Like what's going on there?
Tell us about Assyria too.
Yeah, tell us about Assyria.
question-
Does it
like-
exist?
Yeah, question
First
one,
off.
does it exist? Question two, where is it?
Okay,
Yeah,
it's-
and again, we'll all just have to remember she's high on Valiant, so she could be imagining this entire civilization.
I gotta start drooling, so I'm slurring my
it's
words.
fine. It's fine.
Yeah, but go on, give us a crash course into Assyrians.
I'm curious. Honestly, I would love to know that history. I don't know any. I am very ignorant about your people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was the first Assyrian? When did it all start?
And why don't they live in Syria if they call themselves Assyrians?
Why do all of them have long hats with wings?
One question
No,
at a time. One
they
question
don't.
at
They
a
don't
time.
have
They don't have that?
Well,
I think
long
I'm
hats
the
with
expert on
wings.
Assyrians here,
Yeah.
Ali.
I think you're thinking of like angels or some shit.
Maybe I'm thinking of Babylonians.
Oh, you mean like the actual flag?
No, there's always
so-
just some guy with like a long hat and a beard. I'm not making this up,
Oh,
right? And then
yeah,
he's just got like bird wings or
Dude,
something.
that's every
That's on
man
the
before
flag. It's like a
1930s.
it's a god, like a pagan god thing.
No, I thought that was just
And
what
it's
you
like
guys
bubbly.
looked like until
It's
you know.
like
No, but Assyrians
the
are
legs of
Christians,
an
right?
ox, the wings of
Something
an
like
eagle,
that.
something like that. Yeah.
So where?
Assyrians are Christians, right?
Yeah, they're a Christian
okay.
nation.
Where is it?
Okay, well, the borders are kind of would have been spread out, so there's no Assyria anymore, but it was around like Baghdad, Iraq, in the Middle East. But if you go back into the Bible, the story of Jonah and the whale, that's actually about Assyrians, and like the capital of Assyria was Nineveh back then.
What's that got to do with a whale?
Because they're the OG Christians, right? Aren't they like
Well,
the
they weren't-
actual
Get to the
Jesus'
whale.
tribe?
Okay, so they were at that point pagan, and God wanted to like give them a chance to like repent and turn to Christianity. Or at that point, it wasn't Christianity, whatever it was, turn to
This is
God.
pre
Hey, was
Pre-Jesus.
the Jonah and the whale thing? I heard this the other. Is it a giant fish or a whale?
It would be a giant fish. In the scripture, it's giant fish. It doesn't say anything about whale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
A giant fish means a whale.
Well, whales
Yes.
can't swallow.
God, we're
do you mean
getting
they can't
really
swallow?
fucking specific here.
Excuse me?
What do you mean they can't swallow?
I don't think whales can actually swallow the size of a human. I think I read something like that. I was like, oh, it doesn't say whale anyway. So
Yeah. So it's a
I
big
feel like
fish.
they definitely
Checkmate,
can.
Ali. Huh?
I think
You
they,
can't, it
anyways,
won't fit in
continue.
your fucking fish tank, all right? Move on from the fucking fish.
Yeah, so what does this what
If I
do
bought a bigger
Assyrians
fish
have to do
tank.
with the fish story?
yeah, so
Killing me.
Jonah, God told Jonah to go to the Ninevites, who are Assyrian. That's the capital of Assyria.
Yeah.
To like tell them to repent. He didn't want to because they had obviously pillaged his land and, you know, killed his family and made his life hell. He's like, well, I don't want God to save those people. They're evil. They're awful. And they were. And then Jonah didn't want to do it. God's like, you got to go. And then tossed him into the water because he was like trying to escape on a boat. And then the whale just went bleh on the shore. And he was in Nineveh.
And then he became a Christian?
Well, he was already
Christian. Yeah, he was the prophet. Like he was
yeah. And then he like told the people to repent, and then they did, and then they fasted and all that stuff.
What's the
They
difference
became
between
Christian.
Assyrians and Syrians?
One has
Has he got my scripts?
We're just asking the questions we
Assyrian
all
is
want know.
one Syrian, whereas Syrians are multiple.
multiple.
Hey,
Duh.
Syrian metrical.
Let's just grab her.
I just think they're different areas, but I probably don't. I don't know that whole area of the world. Just everyone's going everyone. Like
Yeah.
it's just
Yes,
meshed
yes,
and
yes.
But it's
out
like
and
one of the
in and out.
oldest surviving sort of communities that aren't
But-
Muslims in that area.
But there's no country.
It is,
when did
yeah.
it stop being a country?
I
Like
want to say a
BC
while
times,
ago.
surely.
ages
Really?
ago.
Oh, I don't think that long ago.
Like AD times.
Yeah, I do.
So
think
they don't,
so.
and they don't have a country because of Jesus. Is that what you're saying?
No,
Yes.
That's
they like
exactly
Jesus.
verbatim what I said.
I think it's
No,
what he
it's
said.
because of Muslims, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty
I mean,
much.
it is
And then
what
I
it
think when
is.
they were drawing up
But hey, the
lines,
fact
they're
that
like, yeah.
they were living in Muslim land and were still allowed to be Christians,
they weren't
Come on.
allowed to be Christians.
well, how come they still are then?
Well, I think a lot of them
Minnie.
are leaving or have left.
So wait a second.
Yeah,
Modern
that's
day.
all
No, but he's kind of right. I think like I do actually. I'll give the Muslims this, that they seem to have been a lot more tolerant in the Middle Ages.
Yeah, but I don't think Assyrians agree with that. That's why I wanted to get this Syrian perspective on shit.
I don't know if I'm a good spokesperson. I haven't had a great experience with the culture.
Okay, because here's what I
I'm like kind of trying to distance myself, to be quite honest. But yeah.
I was listening to. Do you know who that guy? Do you know that Bean in Chicago? That
Mr. Bean.
no, like the fucking.
I
He's
do
like
know
a
Mr.
really
Bean.
famous artist.
Mr. Bean.
He
Mr.
is
Bean's a
too.
famous artist.
Mr. Bean's a famous artist.
Yes.
He's like the freaking Bean from Chicago.
He's probably been to Chicago.
Yeah, I think that was what Mr. Bean
Anyway,
1
he's
was
a really
based
famous
off.
artist. He's like
It's set in America.
known
Ali.
worldwide, and he is
Now
this
he's trippy.
half Jewish, half Indian man, and his family moved from Iraq to India like ages ago, around
So
the same time when the Syrians
sacrilegious.
started to move out and shit, because like Jews were
Sure.
doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And he was asked like, "What do you think happened? Like, why did you leave? Was it persecution?" And he said, "Look, everyone's usually says yes, persecution, but he said, I did some research. That's not necessarily the case. All of the migrations coincided with the fall of the Ottoman Empire after the First World War. And as a result of the collapse of empire, and it created this vacuum, and the economy of that entire region shrank, and that forced a lot of people to move away. And the first ones to move away are usually minorities." He's saying that's what my mom told me. Is there a similar story there, or is it just because the Muslims are mean?
I couldn't tell you exactly, but it's a like very poor war-torn area. The Iran-Iraq war was like almost a decade.
Wait, how long ago did your family leave?
My family, I think the last person left in 2012.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
think
that's,
that they
like,
left to
recent.
come to Australia at the collapse of the Ottoman
Yeah, that's
Empire.
what I thought. I thought like Assyrians left Iraq ages
people
Says
in my
you.
family were
Says
literally
me.
asylum seekers, like on boats.
Oh yeah, well then definitely you shouldn't.
It's
do
Well,
that.
you
like
should have
modern
stopped
day
off at a country
persecution.
before Australia.
Hopefully you were vetted.
Well, you shouldn't have
was
created weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah, see, this is what happens when Labor gets you.
You said it, buddy. Took the words out of my mouth.
when was it? When was it? Like the 90s or something? Is that when you came?
The Iran-Iraq war was in the 80s.
I was born
Yeah.
here.
That's the one.
I think my dad came here when he was like 13.
Oh shit.
My ex-husband when he was about 13.
Oh,
They were still
wow.
leaving at that time.
But when so okay, the like in modern day Assyria, what is that now?
Like Iraq.
Iraq.
So,
So
a lot
it's
of
literally
people.
Iraq.
It is.
Yeah, so we're like Aboriginal Iraqi.
Really?
We're like the
So-
first people of Iraq.
Really?
Yeah.
So what's
First people of Iraq, really?
so you know what was
Well,
Okay,
that's
so
our claim. I don't know. It could all be propaganda.
Well, it sounds about right because I'm always just trying to figure out the timeline. So Assyrians are older than Babylonians.
Yes.
No, not necessarily. Dude, these claims of being the first people, I mean, with all due respect, like they can be contested
Look,
like all the time.
you ask an
Babylon-
Assyrian, they'll be like, "Yeah, Jesus was Assyrian." Like, you know.
Yeah, that's what I've
We
heard.
made the
They say
wheel,
that,
like,
which
I don't
makes
know.
actually a little bit more sense because
Although
like
You could actually lay claim to the wheel.
yeah, you could. That is a legit.
Oh
that's-
shit, that
I'll
one's
take
legit.
it. I'll take it.
That
Yeah, I
one
think you
could be
should take
legit.
it.
Shit.
That
I would
one
prefer
could be
taking
legit.
Jesus. Like,
Yeah, jeez.
Things
Oh,
like
come on, the
crabs.
wheel. Like, look, it's a good consolation prize.
You
That's all I'm
You wouldn't
saying.
get your Woolies bread without a wheel. You know, they're on trucks.
Yeah, Jesus isn't giving you any bread, is he?
I know you get bread in church, but it's not that filling.
Yeah, he's giving it to you as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, fair enough, actually. Yeah.
But like,
Why
what
do you
was
get wine?
But what was
Huh?
the
Why do you
capital?
get wine in church? I never
blood
understood
of
that.
The blood of
Christ.
Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like it's not though. It's just booze.
Yeah,
Wow.
but
What's
it's,
the point?
it's
Interesting
symbolic.
you
It's
say
It's
that.
symbolic.
Yes, but Catholics actually believe that it is the blood and body of Christ.
Also, the
Wait,
your
wait,
kids-
wait. What do you believe?
Oh, I don't believe in any of it anymore, pretty much.
Oh, so the pilgrimage didn't do anything.
No, it kind of undid it for a little while. And
I don't
then
know how that like made you less spiritual when you saw a ghost.
I was like, looks like I'm going to hell anyway, so I'm
the-
seeing these guys.
Give me.
Pretty
Yeah.
fucked.
So what?
But okay, hang on. Now, if that's the case, then this is what's really interesting to me. You used to say that you still suffer from. It can't be Catholic guilt because you're not Catholic.
Christian guilt, yeah.
Well, so you just encompass it to all
conviction?
Christian. So so like even though you're not necessarily Christian anymore. Like the imprint is still there.
I don't think that goes away. You know, the Catholic Church says, give us a boy till they're 6 and they'll be Catholic forever. Like, I was raised in such a religious household. I'm always going to be scared of hell, and it's just about dampening, I think,
Valium.
and moving. Yeah.
Valium helps.
Valium, yeah.
Look, I honestly do like the fact that it scared the shit out of you and you think you're going to hell. That's much better than us that think like, no consequences, just going to die, and then it's all out. I could be Hitler if I wanted, no repercussions.
There's a middle ground. You can't like freak the fuck out of
No,
kids.
I would have been Hitler.
Huh?
You wouldn't have been Hitler?
I would have been Hitler. I didn't have
really?
Jesus. No. But that's what they teach you
Fuck
in
the
church.
Jews? What? No?
Damn, that won't be clipped.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Ali. Thank you for
Jesus. Fuck,
two
it's like walking
of
on
the 3
eggshells.
no-nos in one podcast.
It's a
Ali,
joke.
You didn't have your wheat bix this morning.
All right, fine, whatever.
Why is that funny?
Continue.
So
Ghosts, ghosts are bad, eh?
So the capital, what was the capital city?
Of Assyria.
Yeah.
And Nineveh.
And what's that
But
now?
that's like way
So that
ago.
doesn't exist.
Nivea.
So that doesn't exist now.
I literally have no idea what it is now, but it's like
Really?
all in the Middle East and all mushed up. Because like when Assyria or like Babylonia would take over, they would just like kind of take everyone. They just like do big tradesies with everyone. Instead of like killing everyone, they would like, okay, we'll have the slaves and you'll live as Assyrians or you'll live as Babylonians and this and that. So
I'd just like to know what it is now because it's something. I would imagine it's not like a dust bowl like
well,
the
right
town.
now it's
I
Baghdad,
did-
Iraq, pretty much.
A lot of those Middle Eastern ancient mega cities are.
Oh really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
In fact, now that you're thinking, I think the Assyrian capital is. I think now I could be wrong about this, and I probably am. But I think that this was one of these cities that some 19th century, discoverer with the twiddled mustache and the little safari hat on.
Yeah.
He was just walking around there, and he was just walking up this hill, and he was at some point, this is a fucking wall.
Really? So it's that ancient. Wait, I guess it is that ancient.
I think that's
Right.
what the Assyrian capital is. It might be another civilization, but I think it's the Assyrian one.
Dude, apparently,
Yeah.
like Iraq is just dying as a geography, not as a political entity. Because apparently
Goats.
the water sources are diverting because of climate change, and they also don't have any control. That's why Iraq is always fucking fighting with other countries, because they don't have access to any of their water resources. Other countries have a
Yeah,
control.
but I'll
of it.
tell you, the goats was a thing.
Really?
Yeah,
What did they do?
that's like it's all that area. There's areas of just herders and shit across the Middle East. The reason that it's all desert now is because they didn't practice Alan Savory's method of agriculture.
Yeah.
But that's actually why. That's
the
actually
EU
why.
one,
It's just
yeah.
because like most of that is desert now because they just were doing shit farming practices for thousands of years.
Wow.
What about like
Shit.
what? It could just be a natural course of history. Also, it doesn't help
What do you
that we're
mean?
pumping CO2 all the time. But like I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like,
none of that
places
helps.
desertify and certain places become greener.
It's probably all of it. It's probably a
but
massive all those
it would
things.
be a lot better off now if they had Imran Khan as their prime minister at some point, just like Pakistan has now.
Dude, he's in
Someone
jail.
thinking about putting up trees instead of just the
Right.
king saying, "I'm going to make one garden."
Yeah, true. Like political instability hasn't helped. Like it's hard to plant trees when you're like trying to come up with chemical weapons.
Well, you can chew gum and walk at the same time, Arlo.
Nah, dude, I don't know if you can chew gum while America is like
this a conspiracy?
raining bombs all over you.
Is and in terms of the Assyrian diaspora, is that the word? What's the go? Like, are there do any still live in Iraq, or everyone left?
What does diaspora mean?
People that
I
leave.
mean, like the overseas community.
Oh, sure. There's like a very small community over there
Still.
and kind of a small community over here and some in Switzerland and some in America.
Where do
Yeah.
most
So
of them
you're
live?
Middle Eastern Jews. I suppose Jews are Middle Eastern Jews.
No,
Well, you know.
The more you know.
Wait, what?
But it's the same thing. It's just like, no, you don't have a country anymore. Go away.
Oh,
if
pretty
you
bit of that.
claim to be the original Jesus' clan,
No,
then
I
you
didn't.
were Jewish, except that you converted to Christianity after Jesus.
the Jesus thing was a joke.
What do you mean?
But like, no, I've heard that before. Like,
Wait,
you're,
what?
Oh, yeah, but they'll say like, yeah, we did this, we did that. But it's because everyone gets smushed up. So it's like, of course you can say that you created mathematics if you like enslave the guy that created mathematics.
You know what's okay?
They take credit.
You know what's crazy? I think I get this is really sad, but I get all of my information about geography from Anthony Bourdain, that chef,
The cooking show.
and I watched an
dead,
episode.
so he's His history is from like yesteryear.
The original Spaniard.
But he went to Assyria because I remember he was interviewing. He was talking. I think it was Assyria. That was talking to people, and they were saying,
Syria because Assyria doesn't exist.
But I swear they were saying like we invented maths. I remember that somewhere. I don't know.
But as she said, they all say that.
Everybody sort of.
Everyone says it.
Yeah.
All the good things they did.
I thought the Greeks invented math.
That they say.
No, and you're
probably
right.
Pythagoras'
the
theorem, I'm
Babylonians
guessing.
or whatever they did
Pythagoras.
too. Yeah.
No, that's a good point. I think maybe.
But they were also like, it doesn't matter. They were also pedophiles, so like not everything is good about it.
Man, every one of those ancient cultures, they do. Now that I think about it, that's such a good call on that. They do that.
They're so fun. That's the trick to knowing math.
Right.
That's that is so true.
It's so fucked.
No new culture lays claim to anything. And like in Australia, like we did invent broadband, wireless, Wi-Fi.
Test tube
And
babies.
no one cares, huh?
Test tube babies.
Test tube babies, spray on
really?
skin, the
Aussie
heels hoist,
Lamingtons.
mowers, and no one gives you credit for that.
Yeah, fair. I didn't know that.
Australians just don't give a shit about any of it, but they're always just saying like
Yeah,
the
we're
wheel, maths.
Right.
We also taught that king
Sunscreen.
how to talk.
Huh?
The king's speech. Yeah,
that was a thing.
that was an Aussie guy who taught a king how to talk.
Nice.
He couldn't do it before.
Yeah, look, it's not as impressive as the wheel, I gotta say.
So there are
And
parallels.
they're good at cricket.
That's true.
There's heaps of shit.
So there are.
What do you have besides maths?
I don't even personally have math.
So there are.
even
Yeah, I can't even like culturally take that.
So there are parallels between you guys and like the Armenians, although that's more modern because they're pushed out by the Turkmenistan.
Sure. Well, look, it's still definitely happening. When I was young,
Armenia is still a place.
Yeah,
It's still a
Armenia
place.
is still a
Yeah.
place.
There's a massive diaspora. It's a massive Armenian diaspora.
There's a massive diaspora for everything.
Not everything.
For everyone, pretty
No,
much.
there's not.
Yeah, there's a massive diaspora of Australians. Come on, they all want to go to London and New
Yeah,
York
but
to
there's not a
find
massive
themselves.
diaspora of like Swedes or
not like fleeing persecution, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's a different kind of
not
thing.
fleeing persecution.
It's a
Yeah.
different
True.
thing.
But Armenia is a country. Like they have their own homeland.
I'm
Syrians
learning.
don't have
I'm
one.
learning. Yeah. Well,
And
look,
Armenia is kind of far from them too.
right. Well, it's interesting to know that part of history. It's interesting to meet an Assyrian for the first time in my
I'm
life.
half Assyrian,
Oh, well, a half.
What's the other half?
Aussie,
Oh, yeah.
like
Like
very
Scottish
Aussie.
or something.
Yeah, like mum's blonde hair, blue eyes. So.
Right.
Oh.
Interesting. You got it all then. You got the hills hoist, maths,
Yeah.
Lamingtons. You've got you
You,
basically
Claim it all.
you invented everything.
you invented the world.
You
Full circle
all of
moment.
civilization.
And Jesus was your grandfather.
So cool.
Makes sense.
yeah. That timeline adds up. Yeah.
So that was great.
As we all know, Jesus was born in 1910.
In Chicago with Mr. Bean.
Jeez.
Well, that's
Hey, do you think Jesus is coming back?
Oh, I
She-
don't
she's-
think I'm a Christian
she's not-
anymore.
she's
So it's all done.
Sorry,
Yeah, it's all
Mum.
done.
Hopefully, Mum's not watching that.
yeah.
Oh, your mom's not watching this podcast.
Mum wants to meet Jordan. Yeah,
Oh,
I'll come on Monday. I'll meet Jordan. I'm like, yeah.
She
Really?
does. Oh, okay.
Real? Why?
She thinks you're cool.
Well, I guess that's nice.
That's not famous,
I'm always a bit
dude.
sus when 50-year-olds want to meet me, though. I'm always just like, come on. Like, you've got Kerry O'Brien.
Are you sure she's not concerned about deforestation?
Well, they
Because
have.
everyone that's old that wants to meet him is worried about deforestation.
Or,
she's a
or
hippie.
I want to tell you about my local council.
Same
Nah,
shit.
nah.
Did you say she's a hippie?
She's like very free spirit, like
yeah,
very
there you
easygoing.
go. She's
yeah.
just gonna be like, did
She
you?
likes to have a laugh.
That's what it's gonna be.
She's
You
very
know, She won't
funny.
like me after tomorrow's video, but here we go.
What are you like?
Just
Fuck
an hour
everyone
of
over
shitting
50.
on hippies.
The
It's just
green.
an hour of shitting on
Oh,
hippies.
not
That's it.
that type
Ooh,
of hippie.
tomorrow, big
Yeah.
day.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Sick.
Looking
dropping.
forward to that.
Hell yeah, that'll be fun.
It's gonna be good.
Did you watch Fat Pizza?
I haven't watched like
But
anything. I feel like.
again, you're from that area.
Isn't that
Were
like,
you allowed to watch Simpsons as a kid?
Oh, like my dad had an issue with it for a really long time, and then we weren't allowed to watch. We couldn't watch Harry Potter. We couldn't play Pokemon. Like we had
Witchcraft.
proper like insane parents.
Gigi
Sue
Moore.
wasn't allowed to read Harry Potter as well. She had to read it in
Religious?
secret under the bed.
You're kidding.
Yeah, and
Why?
she
Witchcraft?
ended up reading it 11 times.
Oh
Huh?
my-
Witchcraft.
Yeah, witchcraft.
witchcraft.
Buddhists
Her dad
have a
was
thing against
very no. She's Catholic.
Oh, okay.
They were very offended by the Da Vinci Code.
Yeah, yeah, that was so taboo.
Why? What's
Like,
the
ooh.
deal?
So taboo.
Why? What does Da
Was
Vinci
it
Code
mostly
say?
because-
Because it's just saying everything in religion is wrong.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, it's not saying that. It's just saying everything in religion is true, but here's a different perspective on it.
Really?
Like
That's another way of saying
Wouldn't
everything in
everyone
religion's
yeah,
wrong.
that's true. Interesting.
Anyways, so you weren't allowed to watch Simpsons
For a little while, but we did, and like a lot of Futurama. Grew up on Star Trek, Lost in
This
Space.
is the weird thing about all of those
Awesome.
strict families. They were just like, Simpsons, very out of this world and unrealistic. Now,
Four fingers.
they watch a show that is made by the same creators that is out of this world and unrealistic.
Yeah.
At least
that doesn't challenge the preconceptions of religion whatsoever.
Do they have 5 fingers in Futurama or 4?
Yeah, they had 5.
Well, there you go. Not witchcraft, just accurate.
Thumbs up.
Based in science.
So that's more that was like your go-to cartoon as a kid then?
Yeah, I think so. But we did get to watch Simpsons eventually. We couldn't watch Itchy and Scratchy for a while. Like even that was like, oh, it's too violent. And then we eventually could watch that.
Itchy and like in the Simpsons. What about Tom and Jerry?
That's Itchy and Scratchy.
I don't know.
Very
I didn't
similar.
watch that.
Very similar.
What the hell?
What are you talking about?
Itchy and Scratchy is the Tom and Jerry ripoff from The Simpsons.
Yeah.
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 There's a Tom and Jerry is the actual thing.
Actually,
Yeah.
You don't watch Itchy and Scratchy. You watch The Simpsons.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like we couldn't watch that segment in it
Really? So they're like,
Yeah.
no Itchy. The
for a little while, and then it's like I don't know. They really did give up on us after a while. Like
I mean, maybe there is just like a Christian TV friendly version of The Simpsons where they edit everything out except Ned Flanders.
That would be very funny. Some of the best Simpsons.
The Flanders show.
Yeah.
It's just that one little spin-off thing of the hens love roosters.
Yeah, just that. I've seen every episode of The Simpsons.
Did your parents care at any point what you watched? I feel like never. My parents have never
Nope.
cared.
My parents never
Like,
cared.
and I'd be watching really violent and sexual shit in front of them, and they would just be like, "Oh my god, what is society going to?" And then just keep walking. Never say like, "Hey, stop watching this shit."
That's good though. I think it's I don't think.
Yeah, but your family wasn't religious, are they?
No, they weren't religious, but like people should have morals. Like a 5-year-old should not be watching Saw Part 4.
That's
Oh
true.
my
That's
goodness,
true.
yeah.
What, you did that?
Dude, they didn't give a shit. Like,
Really?
nothing.
Shit,
They-
man.
People say that they've legitimately had did your parents ever have a talk with you guys?
About what?
Sex and shit?
No, I never had it.
No, I pieced it together mostly
Yeah, it was
from
like-
sugar packets.
Yeah.
You just like watch porn or something, get learn
That's
how to do it that
awful.
way.
What?
No, they talked about it, but it was never like I don't think the sit down actually exists. I think that's a myth.
For some, it does
I think it
exist.
existed in America in the 50s and 60s. And
Yeah.
It should
No,
exist.
I'm pro
So as
sit
soon as
down.
Leave It to Beaver
Really?
went off air, it stopped.
You had a talk, you reckon?
no,
What, in
we
PE?
didn't.
No.
Oh, at school we did, but it was just like girls have periods, and the boys ones were like, "Don't masturbate or else you go to hell," and then that was it.
All
Oh
good
yeah, because you went to a
information.
Catholic a Christian school.
yeah,
Which
Yes.
school? In Sydney?
yeah.
You don't want to say?
No, I won't.
That's
say.
all right. You don't have to say.
Yeah, I won't say.
I can-
Well, you don't want to make
Regent's
fun
Park
of your
Christian
teachers.
School. No, I don't care. Yeah, that's
Where is that?
Regent's Park.
Oh, Regent's Park.
Way too west for you. Yeah.
No, I've
Yeah,
heard
they don't know.
No,
anything
I'm
about
aware
those.
of Regent's Park
Regent's
Nice.
Park.
Near
Why are you
Barlow.
aware of it?
because Nestos lived near there.
Oh, didn't we also film houses there?
Probably.
No, that was another one of those park places. There's so many of those out there.
Those are like really Christian ones. Because most of my mates went to like Catholic high schools and it was like so lax. It's just a bit of fun, It's
Had
just
an
like,
awful time.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as it's like properly like out west or ethnic and it's just kind of like, it's like they believe it like too much. It's like chill, dude. It's like it's a guidebook, Don't kill your neighbor. That's about it. Relax.
You'd be as sick. It's really weird with Mislav. It's always this weird grey area of is it good advice or bad advice? You
Good
can't
advice
tell.
for a Yugoslavian that actually did go out and kill their neighbors.
Yeah.
For people, they know not to kill their neighbors.
Yeah, that's why that's the point that Mislav took from the Bible and underscored. Like, don't kill it.
Kill your
Okay, well,
neighbor.
that's very good information. Yes.
This is contradicting to what my parents are saying. Who do I believe?
Yeah. Well, it is a higher power. So.
No, very interesting, honestly.
Yeah, it is interesting.
Yeah, that is far out.
Religious stuff.
And do you feel
Yeah.
like the?
Yeah, it
do you
is.
feel like the transition? Do you feel happier now?
But this is the thing.
Yeah.
Like you were just talking the other day about the show. There was somebody afterwards that was interested in getting into Christianity, and then you were guiding them in.
Well, I was honestly like trying to figure out where they went, like what kind of church they were in, because that's usually the red flag for me. and where they're connected in, because the Christian experience varies so much, but there are some places where it's going to be like, yeah, you're going to have a shit time and you're going to end up somewhere really sad at the end. Yeah, so I was kind of like trying to.
And what did he say out of curiosity? Where did he get into it?
Just recent convert from like a mission friend. So I
You think
gave
mega
him-
Wait, what was
churches
the
are
church?
bad?
What was the church?
Oh, I didn't actually get out of church. It was like he recently converted from a missionary friend. So
Holy fuck, missionaries are converting developed Western men.
Yeah, dude.
It's gone full circle. That was like a thing for natives. Huh?
Developed Western men and women are fucking lost.
Yeah, they're the new pagans.
That's
They're the new pagans.
Holy crap.
They're just like roaming around looking for an ideology to just latch on.
Don't you think though, Minnie, that you having a religious upbringing was actually a good thing in the balance of things?
No,
I don't
dude.
think so.
Not
I'm
at all.
probably the exception to the rule, though. I know like a lot of people grew up in Christian homes and it turns out okay, but my parents are pretty fucking insane. Sorry, Mum. Fucking crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It was clear that her experience wasn't a merry
Jenna
one.
Dishwamish.
Yeah.
It
But
was- But it's like, this is what happens. Like, it's also like, you need to create that balance. Like, ultra religious upbringing almost always screws. Either you stay in that and you just become like one of those religious zealots that dedicate their life to it, in which case your life isn't probably that good, but at least you find some personal happiness in it.
yeah.
But for most people, ultra religious upbringing is so bad.
No, well, that's it.
That's
It
true.
honestly just seems like if you had a bad time in religion, you become non-religious. That's about it. And if you had Ned Flanders' parents, you just remain
but it's
Christian.
not a bad time by chance. It's because of like the intensity of the religion. It's not just chance. Like I have a lot of mates that grew up on like the Central Coast, and it was not Hillsong, but it was like it was kind of like Hillsong light, I guess. And all of them said it was terrible.
Why?
Because they said it was just too. Basically, I think religion's fine if it doesn't get to a point where it's too infiltrating in your life and your development. You know,
Really? Because that's all I
Yeah,
want.
but that's
Every time
what
I ever look at
religion is, though.
Scientology pamphlets, I'm like, go on.
Yeah, exactly. But it's
But what do you mean? But that's what religion is. It's going to give you guidelines on how to lead your life.
Yeah, it is. But if it infiltrates to the point of you can't see this person, you are going to hell if you masturbate. That's unhealthy and bad.
Religion gives people a lot of things. Gives them a
It's
reason
good,
to live
for
and
sure.
like a higher purpose, and that everyone in a community is going towards. It connects them in.
Yeah.
It's usually in the best way supportive.
Hey, I've got a question. These are the bad churches, without naming them. Are they mega churches or are they community churches? Like, what's worse?
Oh, I think it's just all a mix, you know. They have different poisons in all of them.
Is Hillsong all right?
Except Anglicanism.
What?
It has to be the wrong answer,
I don't
surely.
know.
But there's no way
Well,
that's
if you live in
right.
Australia, it's the right answer. Catholicism.
Come on,
is
Anglicanism is just a way of saying I'm an atheist, isn't it?
Anglican is
It's
just a-
not
Yeah,
Christianity.
it's a way of saying that, yeah, I'm from Britain.
It's just
Right.
it's just a way of saying that I
From
I am
voted
like
no
the
in the referendum.
Purest white
That's
folk
it.
there is.
Yeah, I don't know. But Hillsong's bad for sure. Hillsong's, you don't think so?
Christians that
Well, Hillsong's
are
dead.
biblical, they think Hillsong's bad, but
Yeah.
actually Hillsong's pretty good in the sense
Yeah.
that it's more nominal. It doesn't like isolate people. I can't speak for
Right.
sure. I've only been in and out of there, but
Yeah, you can watch
Yeah.
Simpsons and be a Hillsong Christian.
exactly. You can have
Yes.
tattoos and go to Hillsong. It's like
Yes,
cool,
yes.
like as
But
normal
also,
as people can
If
get.
you tell someone from Hillsong that, like, they don't like it. I once was talking to someone, they're like, oh, yeah, I go to Hillsong. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's when, like, I'm a Christian, but I also like Justin Bieber. Woohoo. And she was offended. She was like, I was like, wait, you don't like Justin Bieber? She's like, no, I do, but that's a very bad way of characterizing my religion.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she said.
I mean, I wonder why though. You're like, you're just being like, it's just like, you know, reducing it to that. It's just like you like Justin Bieber, but you're
but
a
am I
Catholic.
lying?
How good is that his response is like, can you believe that that's offensive? Can you
Can
believe
you believe that I just deducted that?
that he...
I reduced
she,
it to that.
She dares think that there's more to it than
Than
liking
Justin
baby.
Bieber. Yeah. No, obviously that is.
I mean, there's Muslim equivalents to it. I don't get offended by it.
Yeah,
but you're not Muslim.
Again, you're like Anglican Muslim.
Yeah.
No, I'm just a no one. I also am now out of the faith.
You were never in the
Really?
faith, Ale. You watched Friends.
What No, you can be. I'm like Hillsong.
That was your religion.
Yeah,
your
your
religion
Hillsong
was
was
just like your church was Central Perk. Are you in that religion still?
What?
Friends.
Do you like Friends?
Do you ever watch
I don't
Friends?
like Friends.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But I thought that was consensus.
Why is that shocking?
Yeah, why-
Because, like,
No one
dude, if
likes
anyone in
Friends.
this room should like Friends, it's certainly not Ali, and it should be Minnie. But
No,
here we
it's
are.
this is who
Found
likes
something you don't
Friends.
like. Finally.
Western suburbs people, like
Really?
white Western suburbs people, they
Oh,
have to be
white.
older. They have to be a little bit older.
Niche.
Between your mom and you. So that generation in between you guys. And if you lived in like Penrith, you're into Friends. Or if you've come from the third world, you're into Friends.
Well, what's your favorite TV show then, if it's not Friends?
Look, I really like Futurama, but we grew up on Seinfeld.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there used to be
okay.
like a weird
Yes.
beef, like, oh, if you like Seinfeld, you can't like Friends. And also Friends is legitimately like, I'm not trying to be edgy. Like every time I've watched it, I'm like, this isn't
Yeah, it's lame
funny.
Seinfeld.
It's just not funny. Like,
Yeah, it's not great. I mean, I don't mind it. Sorry, Ali, I don't mind it, but it's not great.
Seinfeld freaks me out now because it's like a doco on our lives. It's
Yeah, it
Seinfeld,
is.
yeah.
like it's so weird that like you watch
Yeah.
Seinfeld and you go like, oh, fuck, this is our life. I'm hanging out
Yeah.
with Jerry.
Yeah, it should
I'm
have been-
George Kramer's right here. We're talking about
Oh
this
my
thing.
And
God.
there's Elaine. There you go.
Holy shit, we're on Seinfeld right
just
now.
didn't have Elaine with us.
Well, it's
Holy shit.
that you're right. That show, dude. I think that's it. If you didn't grow up on
You're
Seinfeld,
blowing my mind.
Look at that vape. No more meth for you.
I'm freaking out.
yeah, no more meth.
Doctor's
Who
orders.
needs meth?
Yeah, exactly.
It's only a matter of time before Mislav goes on a racist rant.
Oh, is
Well,
that
that's
right?
already
Why?
happened numerous
Right.
times, so we don't need that.
Luckily, it was not televised.
I don't know what these people are talking about.
He's a very tolerant.
Wait, what
man.
was in the cup?
Oh yeah,
the
what's in that cup?
What
What's
did
in
that
the-
What's in that
happen?
cup?
In the cup.
That was such a big thing for like.
the segment is called. Can you put the camera on them, Ali?
Yeah, I can.
Oh,
What's in the cup? Oh god. No, wait. It might hold it for.
I to the.
I've got someone move that camera to automatic again.
Shit. Okay.
Well, when he comes back, we'll
That's
just
all right.
like
It's all
focus
right.
it.
We just gotta get the reaction.
Okay.
Yeah, let's because this could be a huge anticlimax.
I doubt it.
Is it like a? Okay, I don't even want to guess anymore.
All right, so close your eyes.
Okay.
I'll just put it in your hand and then
There
look
we go.
down, and then let's just see
Yeah, just
what a
look down.
response is.
Yeah.
Look down.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what's going on.
Nothing could have prepared me for that. I was thinking
Because you're a normal person.
like nothing could have. What the fuck, Jordan? Nothing could have prepared me for that. You could have.
Well, that's
I
what's so
think-
good about it. That was awesome. That was the best segment that's ever happened on this. That was sick.
Well, tell
Good
them
idea.
What was in the
Well,
cup.
maybe.
Mate.
Well, maybe we should just show everyone.
show
what's in
'em,
the
show
cup.
'em.
Wait,
Show
can
'em.
you show that? I thought it was going to be like a used tissue or like like something. Ooh, That's like that's all. That's
Show him. Put
upsetting.
it on. Show him. Just put it on.
Take it
Put
to the
on.
camera.
Yeah,
Can
yeah.
you show that on Twitch?
That was
Yeah. If you can't show that on Twitch, then he's sleeping. He
It's
said.
a dead rat. In case you couldn't
It's
figure
a
out what it
fucking-
was.
Nothing could have prepared me. How long has that been there?
I don't wanna
Where
know.
was it found?
Found.
You've also got to show her Slithery Pete.
If I can get Slithery Pete.
Yeah, that would be good.
But I think you can guess what Slithery Pete is from the mouse.
What's
How are you
the-
gonna leave
I know.
that there,
I
like
know.
that mug? Like someone's gonna pick it up and be like, "What?"
I
the
do it every
actual-
week. I
Try-
do it
yeah,
every
you-
week.
How-
How
drinks
long
the
has
mouse
it been
every
here
week.
for? Why has it happened every week?
To prank Mislav every week.
Is
I
it
told
real?
you.
Direct it. Yes, it's real. It's very
real.
real.
That's a real.
You can
It's not
touch it. You want
sleeping.
to
It's
touch
a
it?
dead rat, but it is real.
Mouse. Thank you.
Isn't it like
It's Dead Mouse.
decomposing?
He's a very popular musician.
Okay, so
In this cup is one of the world's greatest DJs.
I can't believe I held that.
dead mouse.
Dead Mouse.
Oh god.
That's one of the funniest things you've ever
That
said.
was pretty sick. I'm pretty proud of that. Well
That
done,
was-
Jordan.
Well, tell her why you have a dead mouse.
Because of Slithery Pete.
Do you know who that
Oh my god.
is? Yeah.
Now it all makes sense. Slithery Pete,
Yeah.
Well, Slithery Pete's got to eat too.
Jordan's pet
Context.
snake.
Yeah.
And also, you know, Mislav always talks the talk about, oh, yeah, I reckon I could just prepare anything. Well, that's your cooking challenge one day, mate.
So it's a
Try and put
different
some
mouse.
garlic and olive oil on that.
Jesus Christ. Sorry.
Do you reckon you could?
What? Put garlic and olive oil on it?
No. Look, could you ingest it after putting garlic and olive oil on it?
There's very little meat on a mouse.
Nonetheless. there's still meat.
I'm going with no.
Well, quails don't have much meat.
Yeah, but more than a fucking mouse, Ali, am I right?
Well, you ate that fish that we found
Well, that's
mummified
not
at the back of
reason why I
the...
wouldn't be eating a mouse.
Oh my goodness.
Having said that, I will say
The best way you did fry it in oil and then just go and have it like a chip if you had to.
mice do
Yeah,
have a
that
bad
sounds about
rep
right. Give
in
it a
the
go,
Western
miss. Come
world.
on.
I'm good.
They're not as dirty or bad as you think.
They're pretty
First of
cute.
all, they weren't responsible for the plague.
That's true.
Which is why the perception was built.
Yes, they were.
No,
the
it was
fleas
another
on
animal
them.
that's kind of like
Rats.
a rat, but
Was
not
it the
rats.
fleas on the...
Rats.
Yeah, it was the
Yeah.
fleas, but
But
it wasn't even
it's still-
fleas on the rats. It was fleas on another animal,
What was the animal?
which is like rat.
A rat-like animal. I was
Rat. Say
not to be
rat.
confused with a rat.
Similar
What
to a
is?
rat.
What are you talking about?
Are
Are you talking about a mouse?
I googled it in like 2015. I forgot. But like it's. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is like even if it was rats, they weren't responsible for it.
Okay.
That's like
They
saying
were, dude. This is such a like guns don't kill people, people kill guns. It's really splitting hairs
People
here.
kill guns.
Yeah, people kill guns. Well, Howard did, didn't he?
Yeah.
person killed guns.
Yeah.
Mouse
look,
killed guns.
mice are great, just not semi-defrosted, dead in a cup.
No, I thought like you guys found it and it's been there for weeks.
No, that wouldn't
But
be
it's a different
surprise,
mousey.
Well,
food.
if it was, I'd be saving a lot of money on mice.
but- Yeah.
That's why I'm trying to make this apartment dirty.
That's his grand scheme of things. Grand plan.
Well, if Slithery Pete's out, we would like to introduce you
Yeah,
to
well,
him
I'll
too.
see.
See if he's out. If he's inside, then like don't.
Does
pull
anyone
him.
use that cup?
I hope not.
You know what? They probably do.
He's not out.
He's not out, unfortunately.
Cool name.
Slithery
Yeah.
Pete, yeah.
Mislav came up with it and was just like, what are you going to call it, Slithery Pete? And I was like, Slithery Pete. That's genius. And I was like, no, you idiot. I'm using that as a bad example. Slithery Pete. I'm going to get that plaqued in a vet.
That's our relationship in a nutshell. I say something as a joke and she's like, genius. I'm just
Why
like,
didn't I think of that?
Best ideas. That's how they come.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
actually that is it. It's like all it's the ideas that Mislav rejects that makes them the best.
that makes John West.
that makes Mislav
Rats
Bella-
the best.
Yeah. That's the one.
Yeah, and I stick to the best ideas for myself, like living just off kebabs. That's one example.
Hey,
What do you live off?
What's Assyrian food like?
Kebabs.
Kebab?
Is it?
Not like the wrapped kebabs, but like kebabs
It's
on a
kebab.
skewer.
Yeah, kibut.
It's
And then
kebab.
like
Kebab.
we have biryani, we have like versions that are of everything. You know?
What
Ali just got a
language-
stiffy.
what
They
language
invented
do
biryani.
Assyrians speak?
Okay? Get over it. That's their pavlova.
They did. Not them, but Iranians did. That's where the word comes
Really?
from. Yeah.
Well, then maybe it was the series.
Yeah, well, then it was probably Assyrians if the Iranis had taken claim
Just
for
like
it.
Assyrians are in Iraq.
No,
Yeah, Iran, Iraq, the same shit.
But then what's pilaf?
Pilav.
What is pulao?
Yeah, what is pilaf?
I thought it was that. I thought it was biryani.
We have a
No,
lot
it's
of
a different
dishes,
thing.
It's a different
Dude,
thing.
biryani just means different things. I think it just means straight up rice. That's what
Probably.
it means.
Right, yeah.
And so like people have different versions of it. Some people have like
What, so they just never had plain rice, ever?
no.
No one ever thought of
plain
that.
rice.
It was only us.
No. They probably had plain
It was
rice.
definitely not you.
Dude, only
Yeah,
no, they had plain
Well, we
rice.
eat butter chicken.
No,
huh?
they probably
Yeah.
had plain rice because that's all they had, and then people started chucking goat, and I'm like, I'm still gonna call it rice.
Damn.
There's
A
dolma.
mystery of
Is
history.
it good?
Unshot.
Dolma is really, really good. Yeah.
What is?
Assyrian
It's-
dolma.
Yeah.
Dalmatis.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love those things.
So good.
So
Like
good.
honestly, the best I've tried for sure.
What is hang on, is Middle Eastern food your favourite food?
No, I think Italian.
Nice.
Yeah. It's pretty hard to go past that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even though it seems to be two things.
No, it's not two things.
It is. It's pasta and
You
pizza.
don't watch enough Anthony Bourdain, my friend. There's many regions of Italy that have a varied and individual cuisine style.
I don't like your attitude towards food.
Okay, so Anthony Bourdain, quote unquote, discovered the real Italy,
Pretty
like
much.
all of them. did
Like
he?
this, don't generalize cuisines, okay? It's
Well,
not,
Italian cuisine is like the annoying part is how
no, not that.
Nazi they are about their food. Like
Yeah.
Sorry.
extra garlic, the original recipe from.
I like that
1600s.
though. I like that about Italians. Like Napoli pizza, there's a law in Napoli that if you like make it wrong, that I don't know, you get whipped or something. It's mad because you can't improve on that pizza.
Really?
You can't improve it.
What is it? It's just
I
a
can
sandwich.
improve
It's
on
so
it.
simple. So
Yeah.
simple.
Make a Napoli pizza and you put chicken salt over it.
Yeah.
Tomato sauce.
He's not
You know what's-
wrong.
you know what's a-
MSG.
MSG makes everything good.
But at the same time, like, I'm the kind of person where it's just like, don't touch the classics. But then if someone's like, pineapple on your pizza, I'm like, yeah, it's good. It's just a different kind. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going, like, as your infamous friend once said, nasty go with nasty. So it's like,
Dude,
you know.
where we had the realization of last night? Because Miss was saying, every time you get a Chinese dish, you get something like lemon chicken, and then you just get broccoli. And that's it. And I was saying, no, nah.
Yeah. And it's always the right move.
Isn't that a completely different philosophy to Dome King?
Yeah, Dome King.
Yeah.
I agree with
Nasty go with nasty. But here's my question to Dome King. When is it time to stop the nasty?
Yeah, exactly.
No,
didn't
when
seem
you
to be
go
ever.
full healthy. Dude, that man was of extremes. It was either extremely healthy
That's the same as you, though,
or super unhealthy.
generally.
Are you unhealthy or healthy?
I'm so unhealthy.
Really?
Please
Yeah.
don't ask. Yeah, I'm
Really?
I'm so degenerate. I need counseling.
All right, what's like what when you want to just
Degenerate.
pig out, you want to eat something real nasty, just
Oh.
stay at home.
Yeah.
What's your go-to thing?
I would love a kebab and like large chips, or like a
Nice.
spinach and feta pita with
Yeah.
like large chips.
Damn, I
That's-
thought
So it is
spinach
Middle Eastern food. It's not actually Italian. You think it's Italian.
Yeah, it's all Assyrian. All
So
food
every time you ever
All
do
food's
anything,
Assyrian.
because I'm eating
they
it.
invented food.
The meat pie as well. You guys invented that.
People used to have.
All right, here's a question. Would you eat jellied eel?
Oh, you know what? I'd probably be open to trying it. Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
respect.
wouldn't want to. Sure.
Are you experiment? Like, can you eat weird shit?
I've had chicken's feet, which is pretty common. I've had pig's ear. Yeah, that's as wild as it gets, which is like very common in yum cha. So
That's true.
yeah,
All right,
We've
well,
really covered good ground here.
yeah. I think I need
shit.
water. Is it
Water?
Like
oh,
going
you
to,
need
like,
water.
Duck out.
Well, do you want it in that rat cup?
I do.
It's
I
all
will
right.
try
I can
it.
wash it out.
Is that like the rat cup though?
I hope so.
Yeah, it's
No,
a rat
it's
cup.
not.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's a rat cup.
It's the Penny Wong cup, dude. I was drinking off of that in the last.
Well,
There's
okay.
a-
Well,
the penny ones-
let's put it this way. Then the rat cup changes.
Penny. Oh,
Oh my god! The cup
I
you
put
gave
it in
me.
the dishwasher sometimes.
Okay, good. Well, that still sucks, but it's so better. It's good.
So every
Look, come
cup
on.
is
If
a
there's anything
cup.
that's going to be more sterilized than a lab-raised rat,
Oh my gosh!
it's cleaner than me.
He's kind of got. He's got. You make a point. A
Yeah, but it's
adulterous
that
point.
crap point of just like not washing your hands afterwards.
Yeah.
And being, penis is the cleanest part of the
Yeah,
body.
yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Well, we are running.
we don't have time to.
We
there's
are
no
running
for
out of
that, though.
time. So.
Well, does anyone have any questions for Minnie
Yeah.
before
Any
we
questions?
You wanna
Actually, you
do
can come
a-
up to the up late and she's going to be on there.
Yeah.
You want to do a
and-
mask here or up late?
Oh, yeah, let's do the mask.
Oh, you got masks?
Because I did like beg my friend for a discount code, which he actually
Let's
gave
do it.
us.
Let's do it. I've already used this product. Hey, what were you saying?
The product is called You.
And you were saying you don't do it at the same time, both, because it said it on the box.
Okay, so you don't mix it. 'Cause I
Yeah,
think-
that's what I
What do
said.
you mean you don't mix it? It said on the box you bloody mix it.
Miss, you have to read it.
I
Yeah.
read it. What do you do?
This is good feedback. I should tell David.
yeah.
It's good feedback.
Well, what do you
So-
do? Tell me. What do
Dear
you do?
David, thanks for making the most confusing product ever.
And why is it so
Yeah.
positive too?
Yeah,
make it a sad face, David.
It supports mental health charities.
Oh. Well, that's
Okay,
good.
so the butter.
That's that one.
Which one? This butter. Yeah,
Yeah.
this goes on like the oilier parts of your face. So
Oh,
usually,
who knows that?
Jesus.
Well, it's usually your nose. It's where you have like more dense pores and sebum, and where you have blackheads and stuff. So that's like T zone. So there's the U zone of your face, which is here, and
Yeah.
then the T zone, which is here.
Right.
Okay,
you
well,
put
all
it-
right. Well, let's just do that then.
And you put that on first.
It doesn't really matter.
Oh,
the
so
order.
cold.
Is that the right one?
Yeah.
I don't
No,
know.
no, it's not.
Oh, it's the other way around. Well, anyway, we'll just chuck this one on. There's two goos in here, and
But
you
you
just
can
it's a
wait.
pick and mix.
Wait.
It's like a Dunkaroo.
Oh,
Thank you.
You can put the jelly all over your face. Like that might be better for your skin, honestly. A lot of people just use this
oh
one.
so I have
over their
oily
face.
skin. Thanks, Minnie.
No, that's the other
You
one.
don't actually have oily skin.
So-
You have great
Exactly.
skin.
So which one? Do we
oh,
start
you
with?
just have dry skin.
Okay, so
I don't have dry skin.
Go on,
the
go on.
one that is a darker yellow.
Not following.
Oh my god!
Basically,
Just
the
put,
same.
put,
Exactly
put
the
your
same.
finger. Put your
Do
finger
I
in one of
start
them.
with this one?
Yes. Oh, you don't need to start. Yeah, just put your finger in it.
Don't need to start with.
Put your finger in.
What are these rules? Tell me the rules. Tell me first.
Okay. you put the butter,
one on
which is like a
first.
clay.
Sure.
You put that on your T-zone.
So the one that doesn't look like ejaculate, we put on first.
The one that looks like clay, you put on the T-zone.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
What is so hard to understand about that? Says man that immediately fucked it up.
All right, fine.
I can't believe you mix them. You know, I don't think he's ever seen that.
Okay, well.
And a lot of people have this mask. Oh, you guys are such
Your
champs.
T's.
Oh, look at this.
Oh my
Fucking
God.
in memory of Shane Warne.
Can I take a photo or is that like...
Take a photo.
No,
Oh,
Where's
no.
the VB?
because
You can take a photo.
Okay.
Oh, that smells like
Wow.
it too.
Oh my God.
is it natural that
Ollie.
it's burning your face?
Did I do it wrong?
Yes.
Did I do it wrong?
No,
Probably.
No, I just was a bit shocked. So you see how Mislav's doing it?
Yeah.
Probably like a thicker layer, more
I actually know that.
concentrated.
Everything just gets absorbed in my skin. Like no matter what I put. Check this out. I'm gonna put it
Yeah,
in there.
that's how skin works,
and 5
Ali.
seconds later, it'll be all gone.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah,
It's
now,
such a
now
dumb
you wouldn't
point.
rub it in. You wouldn't rub it in any more than that.
Damn, Ali looks like he's going to a religious festival.
Yeah, he looks like one of those
Don't say
Indians
that
that
too
eats
much.
people, doesn't he? Look at that.
Upset her.
Who?
No, it doesn't matter.
Look at that. We should really get that up.
Get what up?
That like tribe of people that when someone's dead and they put them down the Ganges, they just take the body out and like,
The Aghori people of India.
Okay, so what do we do now? We leave this?
Yeah, so leave that, and now you put the jelly, which is the ejaculate
Do I have to
one.
let this dry?
Yeah, so you put them on at the same time.
You
What?
said I... That's not the same time.
Okay.
The same time is literally the same time. This isn't the same time.
Okay,
By
so-
definition.
do it at the same time. That's impossible.
Do I need to do it? Do I actually?
No, it's
I'll
not.
put it over my makeup. I'll just do it.
You want to do it? Do
Yeah,
it.
yeah, you do it. You show us how it is,
can
and
wash it.
then
We got 2
drink
bucks.
out of the mouse cup.
Okay, so.
No, you have to eat that at the end.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
yeah, we've got a little closer.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I'm putting this on.
Speaking
my,
of closures,
This is how I would do it. I would put this.
So I did it right. Yeah. I followed the instructions.
Okay, so I would do
On
it
the
like
chin.
this because this is where my pores are big, and then I would use the
Straight after. You're doing it straight away.
bottom of the chin, yeah.
on this area. Yeah, bottom of the chin.
This is not explained on the
It's
pack.
literally on the pack.
Let's read the pack.
Where's the box?
Where's the fucking box? Where's the box?
How to use me? Hang on, listen, it's here.
Go.
Easy peasy.
Yes.
Well, I think we've proven
I can't believe
conclusively.
Go
the
on.
result.
Go on. Go on.
Easy peasy. Cleanse your face. Okay, we didn't do that.
Shit.
Apply the super soothing U-zone jelly. Oh, so easy
it
peasy.
doesn't say.
Dude, they're just reading a brief history of time,
Yeah. Go on. Go on.
followed by the T-zone whipped butter. This is not easy, but no one knows what this is.
How is that
How is this
self-explanatory?
self-explanatory? This is
I'm sorry.
I think they need to be labeled.
Yes. So I don't know what that means. I read
leave
that.
both masks on at the same time for 10 to 15 minutes. Well, again, you know, I don't have a smartphone, so I'm just going to have to guess that.
Same time.
Then rinse off with warm water. Who has warm water?
I'm going to apply the.
Moisturize your face following this treatment. Use twice a week for delicious results.
Is that so? I don't know.
So he's trying to kill us and eat us like Ali is.
Why me?
Because you're one of those go people. Yu-Gi-Oh people.
Great products. I'm not paying it out, but like you got to be more. Just say.
Yeah.
Here's the feedback.
Yeah. My feedback is great products, but like.
Here's the feedback. Just have one cream.
Yeah, in one box.
Like the whole premise of the brand. Like,
Yeah. The whole premise of the brand is wrong. That's the
I
feedback.
love that it supports mental health, so that's great. But
yeah.
look, I'm not the crazy one, Minnie.
Yeah. No, you don't look.
No,
crazy,
you don't
but-
look at it. Yeah.
I ain't crazy. But yeah, look, I like.
Look, it's great, and I've used it at home because.
Look at Mislav in the
Is that
camera. He
how
looks
you
like the
use
fan of the opera. That's amazing. Look at him.
Oh my god!
And he does have a lost love that he
I
pines
think
over
we're
and
gonna
plays
get
music
cancelled
too.
because it looks like we're all doing
yeah.
whiteface.
Sorry. Yeah.
We're doing whiteface.
Although sometimes I wish I was. Beep, 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 beep. It's you. It's Phantom of the Opera. You are that man.
I am that man.
So,
Right.
see, this is another thing that's wrong with the directions. He should never take that mask off.
Yeah.
Also, don't apply it on your beard.
Why?
Yeah, apply it on the beard.
What's wrong with that?
Doesn't matter.
I think.
Well, the beard also has skin underneath it. It doesn't just turn into
Well,
hair.
my beard is thick enough that it wouldn't penetrate.
So I probably would put it on your beard.
Me, like, Ali, that's come on. Yes, it
All right,
would.
whatever.
It's just not gonna it's not gonna do it as well. But like I think
Face don't work on me because they keep hanging off my beard as well.
why don't you shave your beard?
Because
Because
that's
you're a
my
Muslim.
makeup, dickhead. I don't want to.
It's your makeup.
It's my makeup. Yeah.
Why?
I am very ugly.
Oh, come on.
Well, at least you don't look like a Chinese girl like Mislav does when he takes his
This
off.
one looks like Pocahontas.
Yeah.
All right, Minnie, grow a beard. Come on.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. Thank you so much.
Final.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's try
We're
that.
gonna.
Minnie, you have to try this.
Do you like chili? Do you like chili, Minnie?
I do not handle chili well.
That's perfect.
Well, I'll give you a tiny bit then. You just get a little tiny.
It looks like you're giving us drugs.
God, this is and it's a real stoner thing to do.
We can
This isn't like dried mouse, is it? That's
Probably.
not funny. I'm being like serious.
What is it?
Yeah, well, that's a good question.
Because last time we were supposed to play a game, but we had fun. We don't need the games. But last time I had some chili, and then we were supposed to be like, it's going to be crazy, and we just ended up putting it on our food and eating it. Remember that?
Yeah.
I was like, it'll be.
Yeah, but that wasn't even like.
Oh, it
on in
smells
front
a
of
bit.
cameras. That was just.
Have a tiny bit of that.
Yeah, I don't like this smell.
Just eat it.
I'm gonna just eat the whole thing.
What? Just eat
You
it?
can have some of it if you don't like chili. You won't die, will you? If it's spicy.
Oh wow, this is super spicy.
That's far.
Holy shit!
It also doesn't.
That ain't 5-alarm chili.
Nah, it's like 4-alarm.
How old is this meat? Miss?
Wait,
Well,
that's
it's-
meat?
Yeah.
I'm vegetarian.
You're not. You're not vegetarian.
Spit it down.
Spit it out.
No. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That's all we have for the podcast tonight.
You didn't tell me you were.
I thought it was a chili. I'm not vegetarian.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Oh,
That tasted disgusting.
Oh my god, that is.
so hot.
I'm gonna get food
Hey,
poisoning.
here's some
Oh.
advice. For here's advice for
Oh
the
my
smile.
god, this is punishment.
Here's advice for the smile. Include a bit of that 5-alarm chili beef jerky with
Why
it.
do
Gave
so
you
many
guys
podcasts just result in
20%
us
off.
eating spicy things?
Oh,
I was fucked.
Yeah, it's hot.
He gave you 20% off, guys, by the way. You
Oh,
put Jordan.
thank you.
Wow, what an ad.
After just paying it out
Yeah.
for 10 minutes. No, it's a great product.
Ah,
Thank you. I gotta go, boy.
my mouth is hot. I blame the mask.
It's so hot.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye.